good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. We are the hippies. Our team is conformed by Sofía Rosales, Daniela Urrutia, Juan Pablo Orozco, Pablo Ortega, Andrea Lara, and me, Aitana Romo. We are the hippies.
Hello.
Hello. Hello. So, this is our first podcast. We are going to talk about the 70s as an age characterized by the free spirit that already began in the 60s with the hippie movement, but also comfort and colorful, fun and original clothes regime. In this chapter, we are going to mention cinema and music, two of the most important artworks. First, we're going to start with Pablo Ortega and Andrea Lara. They are going to talk about music.
So now we're going to talk about music. We know that the 70s are a gold age of music and a bunch of the greatest artists made a debut in this decade. For example, ABBA. ABBA is a Swedish musical group that was formed in Stockholm in 1972. The group was active until 1982 and consists of 4 members: Agneta Falkskog, Björn Ulvaeus, Benny Andersson, and Andy Fried Lindstad. ABBA is one of the most successful and famous pop music groups of all time, having sold more than 150 million records worldwide. His best known songs include Dancing Queen, Mamma Mia, Take a Chance on Me, and The Winner Takes It All. The group has also inspired a number of films and musicals, including the hit film Mamma Mia and its sequel. Now, let's hear a little bit of it.
Okay, so what makes ABBA special? Well, ABBA shaped pop music as we know it today, innovated in genre blending with rock, electro, and pop music production, band image, and video clips, allowing them to create a unique sound and aesthetic that remains iconic today. We think that ABBA's music represents the hopeful dreams that could someday come true. The lyrics were also extremely relevant to the time period, such as the Visitors' title tracks focus on life in Soviet societies. So we think that their intention is to make some references about social movements and historical events, also to bring hope and happiness. In this group, we can appreciate some elements of art. For example, rhythm, patterns, movement in all of their songs, and in their videos, we can find also movement, lines, and colors. So to close this fantastic group, I'm going to give my opinion about what ABBA transmits. I think that it transmits a lot of energy, party spirit, happiness, and makes me wanna dance. I think that they are transcendental in music industry and great artists of that time.
Well, ABBA was undoubtedly a boom in the history of art. So much rhythm, right? I'm sure that nobody can listen to any ABBA song and start dancing. I mean, Dancing Queen, right? But what do you think if we move on to something more visual? Cinema as artwork. In my opinion, cine is the most attractive traditional art. A lot of colors, sounds, characters. I think I'm a bit cinephile. But the main movies in the 70s are Annie Hall, obviously Manhattan the Woody Allen, Taxi Driver, and The Godfather. The Godfather is a trilogy of films directed by Francis Ford Coppola and written by himself, along with the novelist Mario Puzo. It was released in 1972. A little bit about The Godfather. It is based on the anonymous novel, which in turn is based on the Mortalito royal family on Sicily, Italy, by Mario Puzo. And it became one of the most popular trilogy in the history.
So, the novel was based, as Aitana said, on a novel with the same title. And that novel was, its prime motive was the Italian mafia, mainly the Mortillaro family. And Don Corleone is very, very based in Frank Costello, an actual mobster of those times. Now entering the elements of art, this is a very, very interesting topic. The main ones are color and shape, at least for me, because in color, we all know it isn't a very colorful movie, but it's the opposite. It's very gray and like very shadowy. So to fix that, they added oranges to give like spots of colors. But I don't know if by luck or deliberately, every time an orange appeared in the movie, something bad happened. So it's like a really cool fact. And also shape. Um, Although we don't see like specific shapes, um, the way in the of the camera to focus the characters or the way the clothes look on the people using it makes them look a certain way, and mostly here talking about their amount of power. So the Godfather definitely is a very shocking movie. um, it manages to transmit a very wide range of emotions, uh, from happiness to sadness, also a little bit of desperation, and every emotion in that spectrum. So it's a very interesting experience when you're watching it because it's like a roller coaster. This is a very influential movie, not only in the general public, but also in the Italian American community. Thanks to that movie, a lot of stereotypes were created around them, but also a lot of pride in being Italian. And in that sense of pride, um, almost 10 movies every year were made surrounding the theme of Italian gangsters. So it definitely had a great impact. So to close with this marvelous movie, just brief opinion. For me, it's one of my favorite movies. I think it's perfect in almost every way. The acting is beautiful. The story couldn't be more amazing, and it's very very down to earth, very real. So you can feel that it may have happened. So I think it's one of the most amazing films ever made.
And of course, we cannot go without more music, because music is indispensable everywhere, anywhere. And the best close for this podcast definitely is Billy Joel.
William Martin Billy Joel is an American singer, songwriter, and pianist. Billy has recorded many popular hits and had over 40 hits from 1973 until his retirement in 1993. All through, he continues to tour. He is one of the few rock and pop artists who had top 10 hits in the 70s, 80s, and 90s. One of the most famous songs of Billy is The Piano Man. This song talks about the experience of Joel as a piano lounge singer.
Each piece of art has as minimum one element of art. For us, the music made by Billy Joel, specifically the one we explained before, Piano Man, include many lines, specifically curves, and a beautiful slow but high rhythm with imaginary shapes. And why not? We can imagine colors as blue, black, and or red.
This song transmits sadness and kind for empathy for the singer, express a lot of emotion at the same time. It is legacy because nowadays we enjoy his music and generation by generation knows at least have heard one song for him. Music will always be a legacy because all the songs recorded stayed on the mind or in the history or in the culture of a state, society or generations.
With this, we finish the podcast. The art is part of our daily days. There are many ways we can see it or express it, but it is always been now and forever. Music and cinema are both things that we can enjoy and that everyone loves. There is not other favorite field to talk. Thank you so much for listening to this podcast, and remember to not stop feeling. That is art.